Have you ever felt like your mind moves faster than your life? Like anxiety is always one step ahead of you? Rehearsing conversations that haven't happened yet, replaying mistakes that are already over, preparing for problems that may never come. You wake up tired, not because your body didn't rest, but because your mind never did. And what makes it worse is that from the outside, everything looks fine. You're functioning, you show up, you're handling responsibilities. But internally, it feels like you're always bracing for something. Here's the truth most people never hear. Anxiety doesn't disappear because you think differently. It quiets when you live differently. Not through massive life changes, not through sudden breakthroughs, but through small, daily habits that retain your nervous system and rebuild your sense of control. Confidence isn't loud. It's built in quiet repetition. Imagine two people waking up tomorrow morning. The first person reaches for their phone because their feet hit the floor. Notifications, news, comparison, noise. Their nervous system spikes immediately. Their brain goes into reaction mode before the day even begins. By midday, they feel rushed, slightly irritable, behind, and they don't even know why. The second person wakes up and does something small but intentional, something predictable, something grounding, nothing impressive, nothing dramatic. But they repeat it the next day, and the next. And slowly, their mind begins to feel safer inside their own life. That feeling of safety is important, because anxiety is often just a nervous system that doesn't feel safe, and confidence is a nervous system that does. Here are 5 daily habits that help create that safety. The first habit is anchoring your morning with intentional structure. Your brain wakes up in a sensitive state. Cortisol naturally rises in the morning. If your first actions are chaotic and reactive, your body interprets the entire day as a potential threat. So, instead of starting your day reacting, start it responding. Make your bed. Drink a glass of water. Step outside for a minute of light. Stretch your body. Set one simple intention for the day. Not 10 goals. Just one direction. Today, I choose calm. Today, I move steadily. Today, I focus on what I can control. Routine reduces uncertainty, and uncertainty feeds anxiety. When your morning has structure, your brain relaxes. It no longer scans for danger immediately. That stability carries into your conversations, your decisions, your energy. The second habit is daily movement. You don't need a perfect workout plan. You need consistency. A 15-minute walk, a light jog, push-ups in your living room, stretching before bed. Movement changes brain chemistry. It releases endorphins. It regulates stress hormones. It improves sleep. It improves emotional regulation. But beyond the science, movement does something psychological. It proves to you that you take action. Anxiety often makes you feel stuck. Movement reminds you that you are not stuck. Every time you move your body intentionally, you send your brain a signal. I am capable, and confidence grows from repeated evidence. The third habit is journaling to externalize the noise. Anxiety thrives in vagueness. When thoughts stay trapped inside your mind, they feel larger than they are. They blend together. They spiral. But when you write them down, something changes. They become specific. They become structured. They become less powerful. You don't need to write pages. One sentence is enough. What am I actually afraid of? What is truly in my control? What would the calm version of me do next? Writing creates distance. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of them. And that separation builds emotional maturity. The fourth habit is mindfulness of breathwork. An anxious mind lives in the future. A regretful mind lives in the past. A confident mind learns to live here, right now. 2 minutes of slow breathing can reset your nervous system. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Repeat. You're not trying to silence your thoughts. You're training your body to feel safe. And when the body feels safe, the mind stops fighting imaginary threats. Anxiety grows when we try to control everything. But confidence grows when we control what we can. As Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." That is not passive thinking. That is discipline. Daily habits are what's in your power. Tomorrow's outcomes are not. Other people's opinions are not. Unexpected events are not. But your morning routine is. Your movement is. Your breath is. Your response is. And when you focus on what is in your hands today, your mind slowly stops battling what isn't. The fifth habit is intentional self-talk paired with an if-then plan. Most anxiety is amplified by your internal voice. I'm not ready. What if I fail? They're judging me. Confidence begins when you respond to that voice instead of believing it automatically. Replace it with something grounded. I can handle discomfort. I've handled hard things before. I don't need to be perfect to move forward. Then, create a simple plan. If I feel overwhelmed, then I pause and breathe. If I feel self-doubt, then I will take one small action anyway. This creates psychological preparedness. So when anxiety shows up, you don't freeze. You respond. And every time you respond instead of react, you strengthen self-trust. Here's what most people misunderstand. Confidence is not the absence of anxiety. It is the ability to move forward while anxiety is present. And that ability is built quietly. Through repetition, through discipline, through small daily wins that no one else sees. You don't need a new personality. You need new patterns. Start with one of these habits, not all 5, just one. Commit to it for 30 days. Let it become automatic. Let it become part of who you are. Because you are not someone who will always feel overwhelmed. You are someone rebuilding stability from the inside out. Quietly. Deliberately. If this resonated with you, choose one habit and commit to it starting tomorrow. Comment which one you're choosing and build it with this community. We're not here to chase motivation. We're here to build control. We're not here for loud confidence. We're here for quiet strength. And quiet strength lasts.